They're cheering on Tucker Carlson, a guy who got fired for telling the truth. And that's the part they don't tell you. Of course, all the outpouring of sympathy for Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel contradicts all the people who are defending him. Jimmy Kimmel actually contradicts them 100%. And when did he do that? He did that when Roseanne Barr got fired. You remember when Roseanne Barr got fired? Because she tweeted out what they said was something racist about Jarrett, the Obama advisor. And she immediately apologized. I think she even blamed it on Ambien or whatever, but she immediately apologized profusely. She still got fired, lost her show, lost her career. Guess who cheered that on? Jimmy Kimmel. Here's what Jimmy Kimmel said. And ABC, to their credit, didn't waste any time. They canceled her show today. I'm not a fan of censorship, but this wasn't about free speech. It was about consequences for saying something vile. You can say what you want, but networks don't have to pay you to say it. You just can't blame Ambien for that. Actions have consequences, and ABC made the right call. He said that on May 29th, 2018. This is not about free speech. It was about consequences for saying something vile. You can say what you want, but networks don't have to pay you to say it. You could say that exact same thing about what happened to Jimmy Kimmel. By the way, he's not getting fired. He's being let back on the air, even though his show has horrible ratings. His show gets like 1.1 million viewers. With all the promotion, all the everything, it's on ABC broadcast TV. You don't even have to pay for it on cable. Nothing. And still, it only gets 1.1 million viewers. Joe Rogan gets over 13 million. And he does a 3-hour show. Jimmy Kimmel is doing about 40 minutes of content. An hour show on network television, it's about 40 minutes of content. He gets 1.1 million people. 1.1 million people. Joe Rogan gets over 13 million. And that's for 3 hours. And there he is, of course. Of course he said the exact opposite thing when it happened to his political opponent. Of course. Of course, rules for thee, not for me. That's exactly what that is. That's kind of course you knew this quote was out there, right? You knew it was going to be out there. And I agree with what he's saying here, by the way. I agree with this Jimmy Kimmel. It was about consequences for saying something vile. You can say what you want, but networks don't have to pay you to say it. I know that. And if I wanted to go on CBS or NBC and ABC and say whatever I wanted, they have a right to tell me no, which they did. They did. I went on and go, here's the jokes I want to do. They go, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. Here's what we want you to say. Here's the jokes that will okay. That this is nothing new. And people pretending like this is the beginning of censorship because it's happening to someone they agree with politically is beyond insulting. And it's stupid. And of course, Jimmy Kimmel is the thing he claims to hate. He is that thing. He's a partisan hack who never told a joke without an applause sign above his head. He's not doing comedy. And he only challenges power when one party's in power. Let me see, what is this? A few years ago, Jimmy Kimmel told the workers of the Keystone pipeline to go F themselves after Biden closed the pipeline. Those were average people, not celebrities, not politicians. They were average American citizens working at one of the toughest jobs. So here it is. Jimmy Kimmel told oil workers to go F themselves during a 2021 monologue on Jimmy Kimmel Live. This was part of his commentary on President Biden's executive order revoking the Keystone XL pipeline permit on January 20th, 2021, which led to around 1,000 immediate job losses for construction workers on the project. Kimmel mocked the workers' complaints about the cancellations, dismissing their concerns in his typical satirical style. The remark drew backlash from conservatives and union groups like the Teamsters, who highlighted the impact on 8,000 union jobs. But Kimmel's show continued without major repercussions at the time. So, of course, Jimmy Kimmel is the thing he claims to hate. And, of course, they cheered on the thing that they condemn right now when it served them because they have no consistency. They have no real character or integrity. This is just meant to keep us divided. Come see me on tour in Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco, Melbourne, Australia, Sydney, Australia, Brisbane, Burbank, California the day after Thanksgiving, and Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.